You're watching the Weiss channel. Today, we're going to do absolute value equations. Okay. First of all, on a number line, would you agree from 0 to 4 is a length of 4? Would you agree that from 0 to negative 4 is also a length of 4? So we say the absolute value of negative 4 equals 4. The absolute value of positive 4 also equals 4. These bars here stand for absolute value. Absolute value does not mean opposite. It's always positive, always. You're always going to get the positive value, okay? So if I say absolute value of x equals 4, that means x equals 4 or x equals negative 4. You're always going to have two answers in these problems, okay? Because if I put 4 in for x, I'll get 4. If I put negative 4 in for x, I'll also get 4, right? So if I say absolute value of x minus 3 equals 4, I'm going to add 3 to both sides. I get absolute value of x equals 7. Okay, so x equals 7 or negative 7. Okay. And if you think about it, if I put 7 in for x, 7, absolute value is 7 minus 3 equals 4. Negative 7, absolute value is positive 7 minus 3 equals 4. Okay. Same thing here. I'm going to minus 5 from both sides. I get 3 times absolute value of x equals 15. I divide by 3. Absolute value of x equals 5. So x equals 5 or negative 5. Now over here, we're going to treat the absolute value like we would treat x. You have x minus 6 in the absolute value. We're going to get that all by itself. I'm going to subtract 3 from both sides and get 2 times absolute value of x minus 6 equals 8. Now I'm going to divide by 2 to get the absolute value of x minus 6 alone. And now I have absolute value of x minus 6 equals 4. So here's the key to these problems. Now what you're going to do is you're going to say x minus 6 equals 4 or x minus 6 equals negative 4. This is going to give you two answers. All absolute value problems will give you two answers. So you add 6 to both sides, you get x equals 10. Add 6 to both sides, you get x equals 2. Which, if you think about it, will make sense because 10 minus 6 is 4. 2 minus 6 is negative 4, and the absolute value of negative 4 is positive 4. Okay? Same thing here. I'm going to minus 2 from both sides and get 5 times absolute value of 5x plus 10 equals 50. Divide by 5, I get absolute value of 5x plus 10 equals 10. So 5x plus 10 equals 10, or 5x plus 10 equals negative 10. Add 10 to both sides. You get 5x equals 0. You get 5x equals negative 20. So x will equal 0 or negative 4, which will make sense. Over here, I'm going to minus 4 from both sides first, getting 25 on the right side. I'm going to divide by 5, and I'm going to get absolute value of 10 plus 3x equals 5. So 10 plus 3x equals 5, or 10 plus 3x equals negative 5. Minus 10 from both sides. I get 3x equals negative 5, or 3x equals negative 15. So here I get a fraction answer. Okay, x equals negative 5 over 3, or x equals negative 5. Okay. I'm going to minus 9 from both sides here. I get 2 times absolute value of 4x minus 5 equals 4. Divide by 2. I get absolute value 4x minus 5 equals 2. So 4x minus 5 equals 2, or 4x minus 5 equals negative 2. Add 5 to both sides. 4x equals 7, or 4x equals 3. X equals 7 over 4, or x equals 3 over 4. Two answers. Now on Delta Math, you have this answer box, right? But you're going to have two answers. So to get another answer box, you're going to have this plus and minus key at the top right-hand corner. Hit the plus key to get a second box so you can put in a second answer. You've been watching the Weiss channel. Dat, 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 dat.